Boom. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back to another Sunday conversation. I see we got some viewers in the chat, so welcome in, everyone. I have had a busy past week, but I'm glad to be back. Glad to be back in the studio. But today I got something special for you guys. I'm going to go over a video on one of my favorite, well, maybe my favorite. We'll see. I heard great things about it, but AutoDS. It is a drop shipping total system, total provider, marketing, products, everything A to Z for drop shipping. So I just purchased it. What I wanted to do was I wanted to watch a video on YouTube, a review of what other people were thinking about the software, and then I'm actually going to dive into it myself and take a look at it after we watch the video. So if you have any questions regarding e-commerce, anything, drop those in the chat while we're doing this, while we're watching the video, and while I'm walking through the platform shortly. So if you're not already in the Taylor's Code, you may or may not know what I do, who I am. I'm Bobby Neishman. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Obviously, we want to get more people into the Taylor's Code. Is an online school community where we teach people different skills to make a business, to make money, whatever you want to do. You want to build a business, you want to increase your business, you want to invest in crypto and other assets around the world. We have all the knowledge and the tools you could use to do these things. So go to the link in my bio in the YouTube. If you're watching on X, go to the link in my bio there and join the Taylor's Code. And we have lots of resources, whether you're in e-commerce, like I said, crypto, if you want to get into sales, if you want to get into affiliate marketing, we have people in all different avenues, even real estate. So get inside the Taylor's Code now while we have mentorships available. Myself, if you follow Properly Paid, Priamo, if you're watching from those videos, he has mentorships as well. So get in there and start learning and start making skills for yourself that are going to make you guys money. So like I said, my first thing I want to do here is I want to watch a video on YouTube. It's just a review of AutoDS. It's hopefully a good video. I haven't seen the video yet. So let me pull that up. I don't know where it went here. I just lost it. But let's see. I have it. There it is. Okay, so let me pop that open for you guys. Sorry, thought I had it up, but then it disappeared on me. So here is the video. Is AutoDS worth it in 2024? Let's watch and let's hope so, because I just bought it because I heard great things.
If you have the question if AutoDS is worth it, then in this video I will answer that question and give you my honest opinion about AutoDS.
Where is it? There it is. Alrighty. Let's go. Why is it not working for you guys?
Spin your passion into a business with Shopify.
Alrighty. What is going on with this?
And break sales records with the world's best converting check.
What the heck, man? This is not what we want. There it is. Okay. So now let's go back here. Let's go full screen. Sorry, I had two of them up. All right. Diving in right now. Here we go. Is AutoDS worth it in 2024? So let's...
If you have the question if AutoDS is worth it, then in this video I will answer that question and give you my honest opinion about AutoDS, so I'll just give you an AutoDS review. Now first we need to actually take a look at the pricing to get an understanding if it's worth it. So let's go to the pricing real quick. So here you have the different packages, and this is specifically for eBay because I use it for eBay dropshipping. Now you can also use it for Shopify or Amazon or a few different e-commerce platforms, and the prices will be slightly different. So as you can see here, it ranges from about $18 per month to $48 per month or more if you choose one of these pro packages, all the way up to over $2,000 per month, but for most of you this is probably not needed. Now usually AutoDS offers a 14-day trial for $1, which is a pretty good trial, but with the link in the description you can actually get 30 days completely for free instead of 14 days for $1. So that also gives you plenty of time to try it out for yourself. Now I have already tried out AutoDS to see if it's easy to use and actually worth the money, and I use the advanced.
So for me, I bought the 1 year package, 365 days. I believe it came out to $360, so about $1 a day. I guess it's pretty close to this advanced 800 price, so $32 a month. I think it was actually I think it was the advanced 800 package that I bought. So let's keep listening to what he says.
800 plan, which is $32 per month. So first off, is AutoDS easy to use? Yes, it is. For example, I use it for eBay. So I'll show you how simple it is to add a winning product to your eBay store. And after you add it, you basically don't have to do anything. So click on Add Products, then choose what kind of product. So I'll choose a single product. Then you can choose a supplier. So you can choose any of these suppliers here. For example, AliExpress. So let's just find.
So this is one of the reasons why I went with AutoDS, is because I heard great things about the simplicity of adding products to your store. So from looking at it from here, this add product screen that he's on right here, just from that drop down menu, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major retailers where you could get products from and put them on your store. So look at the first one, AliExpress. Obviously, if you're in the drop shipping world, that is one of the biggest platforms from China. We could get cheap goods, shipped a little longer shipping times, but cheap goods straight from AliExpress. You have the Home Depot, Sam's Club, Walmart, Wayfair, Vita XL, I'm not sure what that one is, and then Amazon, and there's more. So, Sam's Club, that could be an interesting niche for some people to go on in bulk. And if you want to sell a one product store and you're buying off Sam's Club, go the wholesale route and sell some things wholesale and get them at cheap prices. If you're a Sam's Club member, put them on your store. So there's all different avenues you could take here.
Example, AliExpress. So let's just find a product on AliExpress. So let's say I want to add this toolkit right here to my eBay store, and I want to source it from AliExpress. This can also be.
So this is what I was saying with AliExpress, is look how cheap these products are. So this is a toolkit. It looks like it's pretty good quality. It has over 750 reviews as well. Over 5,000 sold. Don't know the exact number, but they're going to get this for about £3. I think that's the pounds logo. But £3 from wherever he's at, shipping to Europe. So think about the profit margins there. If he puts that up for $20, $30, he could be almost making a 10x return on £3, selling it for £30. That's a 10x return. If he wants to mark that up even further, go $45 or £45, that's almost 150% return. So already I like his product choice and what he's doing here in AliExpress.
Amazon or any of the other suppliers that I just showed you, then you simply want to copy the product link right here, then go back to AutoDS, click on Add Product, and I'll use a single product, then just enter the URL, click on Edit Now, then here you will see the exact product.
So if you guys have watched my videos in the past, I've been preaching about the simplicity of building an e-commerce store and the relatively low cost of building an e-commerce store. So first things first, I think that this is a more advanced software because, one, you're paying for it. So my philosophy is that if you watch my older videos of being a cheap startup store, this is when you get to that next level. So this is, a lot of my videos have been level 1, entry level. This is that level 2 and 3 stuff. So yes, I've never used AutoDS before, but I have used other softwares like it where you could plug and play with different products. But what I really like about this one, and hopefully he touches on it, is that print on demand section. That's really what I want to use it for, and I really think that's where most of the value is using AutoDS, because it's all built in one software for shipping, printing on demand, and shipping to customers, returns, everything like that. So I hope he gets to that. But I have used softwares like this before, but this is the first time I'm really diving into something paid, and it's really not anything that I have taught any of my students online here. So let's keep looking into what AutoDS does, because I might be wrong.
that I just imported, and then here you can actually change the name, do whatever you want. You can even use AI to do this, so optimize it with AI. For example,
So this is another reason why I picked the AutoDSers app, and I paid the $300 some to use it, because not only do you get different titles and descriptions, and you could customize all your products before you send them to your Shopify store, but I did see they have this AI integration. There's AI in the way that you could write the titles, the descriptions of it. All of that can be enhanced by AI, so you could really get some help here, not write everything yourself,
sound more professional, and choose a temperature, so this is balanced, creative, or precise, and then click on AI write. Then it will create an AI title for you, and you can click on save. And now you have this title right here, and you can just change any of the details you see right here. Then you can either click on save or save and import, and when you click on save and import, it will be automatically imported into your eBay store. I'm just going to click on save for now. And then under products, you can see all of the products that you have added to your eBay seller store, or for example Shopify store, wherever you are selling. So then under orders, you can see all of the orders that you have gotten from your products that you have listed for me, for example, on eBay. And when somebody actually buys the product, then AutoDS will source the product and ship it out to the customer, give them shipping up.
So if you've used AutoDS before, this video that we're watching here is obviously not going to be very informative to you. I've gotten past this point myself. I've imported some products and I've, did a test order for them. So this is really nothing new for me either. This guy's just providing an overview, but let's keep going. Hopefully he has more insight. The video's almost over though, so.
If you have the API enabled, and just do everything so that you pretty much don't need to do anything. All you need to do is find products that you want to add to your store, import them, and then pretty much you won't have to do anything. So the main difference in these plans right here, as you can see, is the amount of products that you can import. So for example, with the starter 400 plan, you can import 400 products into your store, and with this plan 800, etc. So that's the main difference in these plans, and then they also have a few more differences. For example, here you will get VIP live chat support available and VIP ticket support, and you can just see whatever is included. So in my opinion, AutoDS is definitely worth it because it saves you a bunch of time, because now you don't have to fulfill the orders yourself or give shipping updates or do everything. The only thing you need to do is find the products, so do product research and just click on add products, add the link, change the details, and then it will be automatically added to your eBay store or Amazon store or wherever you are selling. So as you can see, I just use eBay, but you can also use Amazon, Shopify, Facebook, Wix, WooCommerce, or Etsy. So they have a bunch of different e-commerce platforms that you can easily.
Yeah, so right there, that's super important, especially, for what I do. I have built my first AutoDS store with the Shopify plan, so I build a lot of my stores on Shopify. But obviously, by looking at this screen here, if you sell on eBay, if you sell on Amazon, if you want to sell on Wix, if you want to sell on the Facebook Marketplace, all of these options and all of these details that he just walked through are available to go on those platforms. So every feature that AutoDS has is available to put up on Shopify, eBay, Amazon, Facebook, all these ones that he has listed right here. You can integrate all of these into those softwares, and I think that's why AutoDS is on top of the game right now, is because you could integrate with all of these different platforms. You're not stuck on just the AutoDS platform. You're not just stuck on Shopify. You have so many options to choose from. So I think this is the end of the video, but
sell on. And for Shopify, they will even automatically create your store using AI. So it's really a great tool.
So I'll touch on that. My first store that I built, once I get in the AutoDS section, and I'll show you guys how to do it as well, was pretty much built by AI. It gave me a username, it gave me a password for the store to log into after it built it for me in Shopify. So it provides the email for you, the password, and then you just go in and it's already built for you. You don't even have to do any work,
in my opinion. So to answer the question, is AutoDS worth it? Yes, definitely in my opinion. And if you want to find this out for yourself, you can use the link in the description to get 30 days completely for free to go ahead and try it out. So that concludes my review of AutoDS. If this review was helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.
Alright, so we just took a look at is AutoDS still relevant for me because I just purchased AutoDS, and I actually got in there a little bit today while I was traveling. I was sitting around doing nothing, so I got to look inside of the software and try to start thinking about how I'm going to utilize the software to grow my stores and to grow what I do, put less work on me, and be able to actually get more out there, test more products, and get the stores more views. So what I learned from that video is the automation is key. So if I put up the products and I market the products, I don't have to do anything from a shipping perspective. I don't have to fulfill orders. I don't have to do any of that. If you link everything correctly to the AutoDS platform, it's going to handle all of that for you. So second part of what I wanted to talk about today was actually getting into the software itself and taking a look at it with you guys. So that's what I'm going to do now. I will switch the screen over. But I think from that video, what I realized is that, I mean, he didn't touch on the print on demand, but what I think is the most valuable for me, because like he said, you don't have to fulfill orders. You don't have to click the buttons every single time you get an order. And I think that the print on demand, which you guys can probably see over here because I did not, let me move the chat. Let's put the chat over here. So we have this left side of the screen. So I think where the best use, for me at least, and what I want to do with AutoDS is to use this print on demand feature, let's call it. So for what I want to build in my next phase of e-commerce is starting to get customization within clothing, within graphic design, and starting to push those so it could sell all different areas. No matter what kind of product you're selling, you could always kind of change the niche with it, and that's why I like it, because some people might like plain sweaters. So if you're looking at a unisex hoodie here, some people might like plain sweatshirts with not a lot on it, just a logo, maybe just a color. It doesn't have to be anything else, but you could create niches inside of the hoodies, and you could do whatever. You could do sports themed with footballs and baseball and all different kinds of stuff like that. Or if you want to make it more fashionable, you put graphic designs of all different things. Or if you want to do cartoons, you put a cartoon. So you could get niches inside of the clothing niche. And I think with all of these different clothing here, you could pretty much do that. Even baby stuff, there's babies. If you see over here to the right, the baby is going to have patterns on it. And babies don't just usually wear plain stuff. So t-shirts, all of this. I actually want to get out of the clothing. So let's go to the decoration. And this is where my head immediately went, is these picture frames and things like this. All you have to do is go into Canva, and you could create a cool graphic with the same dimensions as that paper, the wallpaper there, or the wall art. And you just create pictures in Canva, and then you upload the design into these products here. And you have, you could create hundreds of products a day in bulk design with Canva and upload them to a store. So like I said, if you create a niche within sports, within cartoons, whatever it is, you can upload these into these pictures, and you have a nice little niche store for pictures that people can hang on their wall and do whatever. I got a little ahead of myself there. I wanted to go do an overview of the platform first, and what I was talking about with building an AI store. So obviously, I'm already in a store here. So you can see this is 83 D6B5 store, whatever. This is one the first one it made me make when I first signed up for the platform. So let's click into this. So if I wanted to add another store, and I could do this because I paid for it, and it's a feature within it, so I could create as many as I want. So going back to what he said at the end of the video, you could connect any type of store here. So we have Shopify, eBay, Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, a Wix store, a WooCommerce store, and a TikTok shop. TikTok shop being the newest of AutoDS. Another reason why I signed up, and another reason why I think this AutoDS takes e-commerce to the next level, is because you could have the same store on TikTok shop, through Shopify, on Amazon. All of these products could be interlinked, and you could fulfill orders right through AutoDS here. So I have not actually used AutoDS. I'm just telling you guys the features that it has and how I plan to use it. So let's let's do another Shopify store because it has this build with AI feature that the other ones do not have. So if you want to build a store, and sorry if you can't see this one over to the right, my camera's covering it, but it says I do not have a Shopify store. I want to create one myself. We don't want that. We want to use AI to generate a pre-built Shopify store. So if you're brand new to Shopify, you've never built a store before, you want AI to help you, and you want it to pick the winning products for you through the AutoDS system, this is what you're going to want to use. And if you already have a Shopify store that you've built and you want to add new products to it from AutoDS, you have that ability too with this over here on the left. All right? And if there's any comments in the chat, if you want to learn how to build e-commerce, if you want more training on getting to your business to the point where you could get to AutoDS, let me know, because this is going to take my e-commerce to the next level. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to level up. We're here to get better. And this is a platform that I'm going to take advantage of because I paid $300 some for it. So let's get going. So the first question is select your niche. This is something we just talked about. And if you watched my free video inside the Tailor's Code, you would know that you need to pick your niche in your products before you get to this point. So if you're watching this and you haven't watched the free version yet online of building an e-commerce store, after this live stream ends, go into the Tailor's Code and watch that, because there's things you need to do before you get to this point. Like I said, this is not a beginner video. This is for you to take that next step. So what niche do we want to select? For the video's sake, we could pick anything, but let's talk through them. So there's the fashion and apparel, what I just talked about with clothing. There's electronics and gadgets, very popular on TikTok Shop. You see a lot of gadgets and little electronics. There's home and garden, very popular niche. Women buying stuff for the house, all that stuff, very good. Pets, another good niche. I don't have any pets, so it's really not a niche that I work in a lot, but I know a lot of people have pets, and it's a good business to start. Sports and fitness, that one speaks for itself, and then you guys can't see it, but this one over here says I don't have a niche. So it'll probably pick you some winning products if you didn't have something you thought about already. So which one should I pick here? Maybe I should try this I'm not sure feature, because I'm not sure. This is just a test, So let's try it. I'm not sure. Let's see what it does for us. They already got $350 out of me and they want more. All right, so let's go to the electronics and gadgets. What is going on? My subscription allows only up to one store. Oh, brother. I thought I got the one that you could. All right, well, I guess I can't build another store. It didn't tell me that before. But anyway, okay, so let's say I think this last store I built was in the fashion and the apparel one, right? Let me double check first before I share the screen. Yes, so the store I built today as I was testing this was the fashion and apparel. So how can we take a look at what I have in the store already going from here? So this is just the name of the store. Let's go down to the marketplace. So I'll just walk through these tabs one by one. These are all the products that you could use through the AutoDS platform to put into your stores. So since this new store of mine is clothing, let's just take a quick look at some of the clothing ones. So you can see right off the bat, a lot of women's clothing does very well. So check it out. There's lots of good products here. So where I want to show you the products that it imported for me when I made that store through AI, this is what it uploaded for me. So we have a pair of slippers, some pajamas, workout set, more slippers, shorts, right? And you can see over here, it auto-generated me some, how much I'm going to get it for, and then how much it recommends to sell it for. Obviously, you could change all of this stuff, and it gives you, rough profits for each. I would go through and I would change all of this from a numbers perspective to get the profits higher. But when I went through and I uploaded, I asked AI to build me a store. It asked me where I wanted to source my products from. And I clicked a feature that said anywhere. Doesn't have to be AliExpress, doesn't have to be Amazon, doesn't have to be Walmart, doesn't have to be any of those. So you can see here, it actually gave me a little bit of everything. So it picked the best products from each. So this first one here, this product is an AliExpress product. So it gives you the product number, and then it gives you the product number within my Shopify store as well. So you can see here, I'm buying it from here, and I'm selling it through here on Shopify. And I'm sorry if you guys can't see this because I moved the chat over here. But same goes for these products. So this one that I'm clicking on now is actually an Amazon product. So it's buying it from here from Amazon for this price, and it's going to sell it on my Shopify for this price. So everything is visible right from this platform. I don't have to jump between the two, between Amazon and then changing the number in my Shopify account. It's all done within this AutoDS software. This third one here is Walmart. That's the Walmart logo. So it's buying this set here from Walmart for this price, between $21. I guess that's a fixed price there. It's going to be $22 for every one. And it's going to sell. I didn't put these prices in. This is the prices just auto-generated for this $27 amount. So it's giving me the profit here and everything. So another important part that I read about before I bought this was tagging your products. Because when you do go into Shopify and you want to build out your store, you want everything tagged correctly so you have different categories when people go into shop. So you can add the tags in here. So this one's shoes. Second one is clothing, more clothing. This one should actually be slippers. It has more tags. So yeah, slippers is a tag for that. So this is the products that are on the store right now, and it's live. All right. So let's check out the orders tab, because once somebody goes onto your store, whether you're driving traffic from YouTube, you're driving traffic from TikTok, Instagram, meta ads, whatever you're doing, organic even, people are going to place orders. So where do you fulfill those orders at? Right here in this orders tab. So I went through before when I was looking at it, and I created an order just to see what the fulfillment process was like. So I put in my own address and everything like that for a pair of these pajamas here. I canceled it because I wasn't ready to buy this yet. But you could see, so I went through and I ordered it on the Shopify, and it popped up here in AutoDS, which is perfect because, like I said, this is the one-stop shop. This is to import the products. This is to export the products as well. So I didn't have to actually go in and technically fulfill this order. And that's what I wanted to test with this. And that's why I did an order, is because I wanted to see the hands-off process itself and how it works. So I ordered it off of Shopify on my phone. And then I came into AutoDS. I gave it a couple minutes to update. And I came in 5 minutes later, and the status of it was fulfilled already. It fulfilled the order within 5 minutes. So that's why I came in here and I canceled this super quick, because like I said, I didn't want to actually buy this set yet because I don't plan on marketing it just yet. But where'd that go? Oh, orders. So yeah, it came in here and it auto-fulfilled the order for me. I didn't have to do anything. I just put the product up online, and I already made a profit, given I'm not actually buying it. But if somebody saw this product on my website, I would have made a profit that quickly of whatever the price was for sale on my website. So this is a super useful tool to get your business to the next level, to automate things. Whether you're making $100 a month on Shopify to $10,000 a month on Shopify, if you don't use AutoDS, it's a way to enhance your processes. Because I know with the way I was doing things, linking things through AliExpress and taking weeks to fulfill orders, because I would click it and then I would have to wait for them to fulfill the order. AutoDS is already working with these suppliers day to day, and I guarantee there's people already selling these products out there, so the fulfillment is so much quicker than if you aren't on your phone for 12 hours, you go to sleep at 9 o'clock, you wake up, you have a busy morning, you didn't get to check your emails, check your orders. You might have 4 to 5 orders just sitting in your unfulfilled. But if you get a strong overnight order, say a video of yours goes viral, you have these auto-fulfill orders just like this. Boom, pump them out super quick. So this is for sourcing if multiple suppliers are selling your product. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about was the dashboard here. So this is the final step. So this is, product research, getting the product up on your store, and then being able to see financials is huge. So again, if you're not in the Taylor's Code, go take a look at the free resources we have in there so you could get to this point and you make a couple bucks, you make the $360 and you upgrade your system like this and it'll take your stuff to the next level. Because that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to save up my money and invest in my business, to invest in a software like this that's going to make my business better. And we'll see if it works, because I'm just getting started here. But I wanted to show you guys this process and the step-by-step. And as sales keep coming in, as the dashboard fills out with profit, I'm going to go live and we're going to talk about it more, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to learn. We're here to get better. So if you're in the chat and you want to learn e-commerce, join the Taylor's Code. Reach out to me there. I do one-on-one mentorships, and we could talk further about getting your store going and up to the point where we're ready to upgrade your system. So the final part, and I jumped ahead a little bit before I got ahead of myself, and I was talking about print on demand, but for my new business that I want to start, and not even a new business because it's all kind of in the e-commerce realm, right? All e-commerce business is e-commerce. But for this next phase of e-commerce that I want to do is I want to start creating the graphic design, digital products, pictures, things like that, and throwing them up on whatever it is. It could be clothing, it could be accessories, phone cases, decorations. I think the decorations part is huge, especially around the holidays. You create some graphic designs of Halloween or Thanksgiving or Christmas, and you put them up on this little glass heart here, and people eat that stuff up, especially on TikTok, especially on Instagram. You create a page for it and you do the marketing good, you could sell thousands of units. So look at this one, even a ceramic ornament. I think taking these products, creating pictures, graphic design tools, and if you time it right with the holidays, you can make a ton of money. So this is what I'm going to work on for the upcoming holidays, and hopefully it works out for me, because this is what I've been wanting to do for a while. I've been waiting to upgrade the system where it has all this integration where I could do print on demand, get it uploaded to the store, and then watch the numbers reel in. And that's what it's all about. It's about getting better. So now I'm not pulled in all different directions, looking at Shopify for finances, looking at AliExpress for products, and trying to get fulfillment between the two, making sure the supplier is on time. AutoDS is going to streamline all that for me, and it was worth the $360 from the video we watched before. So these are some of the products that I think can make a killing coming up. So this is what I would look at. And remember, some of these products are going to be strictly to AutoDS, and they're not going to be out there anywhere else, because AutoDS has a certain amount of suppliers and a certain suppliers that they work with. But I think the print on demand is better than Printful and Printify. I talked about Printful and Printify in my e-commerce 101 video, which I recorded about 2 months ago. So everything evolves, everything gets better. And I said it back then that I didn't think that Printify was the best, and I thought Printful was the best at the time. And honestly, Printful is very similar to this print-on-demand feature inside of AutoDS. So why would I continue to use Printful if I could get the same thing in here while still being able to pull products from AliExpress, pulling products from Amazon, Walmart, Sam's Club? Why would I limit myself to just one kind of supplier, AliExpress, Alibaba? This gives me everything that I need. So that is pretty much all I had for you guys today. You guys could check out AutoDS, watch more videos on it, find some winning niches that are going crazy right now. So I wanted to just get on here and show you guys this. So there's endless opportunities, like I said, for print on demand, clothing. I actually do want to start a Taylor's Code e-commerce store where we could get people supplies they need, notebooks, coffee mugs to drink coffee while you're working, keyboards, whatever it is. I think we should get a Taylor's Code store started. So if anybody from the Taylor's Code is watching the stream right now, drop what you guys would maybe want to work with, and we'll get some stuff out there. We'll get some merch going where we could, all get better. I think a coffee mug's a good one. I think all this, I think I saw one where there's notebooks and office supplies, all this kind of stuff. Anything that relates to doing work. Mouse pads. I think a mouse pad would be cool. So we'll start getting some Taylor's Code merch up for people to use, things that are actually going to be useful, like notebooks and things like that. Or maybe some pillow and some blankets for some sleepy guys that just want to sleep. We'll make sure you guys are sleeping in comfort. Taylor's Codes espresso cups. Now we're talking. Let's see, do we got that? Accessories. So I see the coffee mugs. I see the tumbler, the 30 ounce, the 12 ounce tumbler, ceramic mug. We'll see if we could get some espresso mugs. I think we could from AliExpress. We could do it. And we could get some stuff here. I always see the ones on TikTok like that, just motivational quotes and things like that. Logan will love the pillows. Yeah, we got to get some out there for our sleepy guys that don't want to work. They want to sleep. So we'll get you guys something. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's all I really had for you today. Any last questions in the chat? Anything else I could touch on before we end the stream? I thought it was very insightful. I'll be honest, the video in the beginning wasn't that good. That guy, he's not a professional like me at YouTube. He had more followers, but he's probably been doing it for longer. But that was pretty amateur hour what he was talking about, because that's his basic. You sign on to the platform for 2 seconds, you're going to see what he showed us. So that's about all I got for today. This is AutoDS Overview, Episode 1. I'll be in the works working through AutoDS for the next couple weeks and building things so we could continue to build AutoDS, and maybe I will make a paid version of mentorship video of me getting in deeper. We'll put that up on the Taylor's Code for people to see, but we'll also have more live streams coming through AutoDS. But I thought it was a good time to talk about it from a Sunday conversation perspective, because that's when I like to kind of talk through things, just talk out loud, see the stuff on the screen, and just gets the ideas flowing, especially when I got these guys in the chat who give the ideas. All right, everyone. I'll give the outro. You know where to go, to the Taylor's Code. If you made it this far in the video, you might as well be in the Taylor's Code, because if you want to see more videos like this, they're all in there. So if you're not in the Taylor's Code, go get in there now. We have all the professionals working in there day in and day out.